Hello, 7:30. Time to get to work.
And good morning, guys. It's just a little bit after 8 o'clock in the morning, as you can see from over there. And I have a long morning ahead of me. Duncan has already gone off to school. Ellis and Christina are still in bed for a little while longer. He was starting to stir whenever I walked out, so I'm guessing that he'll be up here shortly. But somebody pointed out over on my main channel on the Sony Smartwatch 3 review, do you know somebody's re-uploading your content? Yes, it happens a lot. It happens pretty much every day at this point. Some random channel will take a lot of my videos and just upload them, and they do that to a lot of people. So on this particular channel, they had 25 of my videos re-uploaded. And it's not like it's a significant amount of views on them. The largest one I think had about 300 views on it, but that's still 300 views that didn't make it to my channel, that didn't have any idea that I was the one that actually made the video. That's about 90% of the reason why I'm even doing any of this new branding stuff on the main channel. I need to see if I can get in touch with Fullscreen to see what we can do about that channel, because every video I've seen on that channel is stolen. I saw stuff from Soldier Knows Best, I saw stuff from a bunch of other channels on there, and this person has like 89 subscribers, which means there's 89 people out there that have clicked the subscribe button as a result of seeing someone else's content on this channel. Not cool. In much, much better news, I was talking to TK yesterday, and I've noticed a lot of my vlogs have that in there somewhere. I was talking to TK yesterday, and this amazing thing happened. So I need to talk to TK more often, and you guys need to talk to TK more often. I'll make sure to put a link to TK's channel down in the description so you can go show him some love. I can't even remember what TK and I were talking about, but it came down to the fact that the end screen of my videos have all these annotations on it now, and what am I gonna do about that? Because every single annotation I'm gonna have to manually copy. And he suggested TubeBuddy, which I think I'd mentioned before, because I looked into that, and it's like, well, that ends up giving a third party information about my channels and potentially access to my channels, and I really don't want that. So I started doing a little digging around on my own, and I shared it with him. There's a Chrome extension. A guy created an open source way to dump the XML off of a YouTube video, pulling all the annotations off, and then using your own auth token, upload it back to a new video, or however many videos you want. The problem with that is it attempts to attach the annotations to a specific point in the video. So the video that I pulled them from, it was at 7 minutes and something, and the video that I just uploaded, the Shield tablet Marshmallow upgrade, is only like 4.5 minutes long. So I had to manually go back through and change the time code on every single one of the annotations, but there's only like 4 or 5 of them. Not a big deal. But again, if I can remember, I'll put a link down in the description to where you can get that extension. So if you're a YouTuber that uses annotations, it might be worth a shot. It's just a bummer that annotations can't be viewed on mobile. And like I said a couple of days ago, the views on mobile are like 40% of my views now. So I have to make sure I have cards for things as well. I hadn't even been thinking about that. I like having this nice outro screen that I've been using, but it's kind of useless on mobile. I'll figure something out.
My little booger woke up. Oh, he's so upset.
He's hungry. It's bottle time. And that means everything video related that I'm working on is done. Minor update, a little while later, I got in touch with my dad. I called him a little while earlier, he didn't answer, but he called me back. He said that a couple things. One, his blood sugar when he got to the hospital was over 600. Your blood sugar is supposed to be less than 100. I don't know the units, whatever. He's currently back down to about 200, and he's hoping that again it'll go under 100 before they send him home. But they're going to be coming in a little while to take a look at his lungs, do a CT scan of his lungs, and do a stress test on him, make sure everything's okay. As I was saying last night, they're fairly certain that it has to do with how many medications he was on and the way that they were interacting with each other, specifically the steroid, prednisone, that he was on. And Christina and I started thinking about it, and it was basically while he was here, he was constantly drinking things, water, juice, soda, anything he could get his hands on, because of all the medications drying him out. He drank an entire jug of orange juice while he was here, which probably has a lot to do with his blood sugar being so high. But one way or the other, he's in the hospital, he's being flushed out. Hopefully they will get him out the door today, and hopefully he will be better soon. Well, it's been a fun morning so far. Had the morning meeting, everything went appropriately. However, I saw over on Softpedia, there's a backdoor in WordPress again. I've done WordPress in the past, and in the recent history here, I've been talking about going back to using WordPress and hosting my own WordPress for my Tool.tv site. Nope, probably not going to do it. If I were to do WordPress, I would do WordPress.com now, because that's hosted at WordPress. Let them deal with it. But for now, I'm on Blogger. I'm going to start looking into other templates for Blogger. I've been polishing up the videos. I'd kind of like to polish up the website to look a little better as well. But doing my own thing on WordPress, this article on Softpedia just reminded me why I went away from it in the first place. Because at one point, I had a WordPress site and it got hacked. Not bad, it just like the front page got changed to some random, oh, you got hacked page, and I put everything back and it was fine. But that's some drama that I don't need. But anyway, getting some steps in. I have not been hitting my step goals recently, and I've got to get back on the wagon again. And I'm going to be sitting here working on some Python code, so good times. It's USPS time. Here he comes.
That's not technology.
That's diapers.
No, it's not.
That's for you. Oh, that's wipes. It's not diapers. It's for your butt. Yep. He's almost out. Thought he was hungry.
He was acting hungry. I don't know.
Yeah, he's just fussy. Just in a mood. Kind of like nothing.
You're going to say like me.
Nothing. And we're getting ready to place our next Google Express order because so convenient. We don't have to drive to Costco and fight through the lines and everything. And yeah, I'm good with that. That was exhausting. I took a little bit of time and I went through the person's channel that had re-uploaded like 25 of my videos and reported them all with the DMCA submission tool thing. Realistically, it's not about the revenue earned from them because technically I can go through full screen and I can claim that revenue. This person has less than 1,000 total views from my videos on his channel. His or her, doesn't matter. It's really more about the branding and more to the point, all of the links that this person has in the description, meaning they're putting this content up, claiming that it's their own, claiming that they've created it and that they've owned these products and all this stuff, and then putting links down in the description to say, by the way, I bought these things on this website, and it's like an AliExpress spam link of some sort. And it's like, no, I don't want my face associated with all that stuff. Please take these down, YouTube. So I submitted 7, 8, 10, something like that. Just the ones this person has uploaded in the last week or so. I may go back and do all the rest of them eventually if this doesn't shut their channel down, because realistically, this should bring content ID strikes against their channel, which should, after 3 of them, take the channel down. And unfortunately, this is something I need to start doing a little bit more frequently because apparently my content is being stolen. That's a large part of the reason why I've started moving back in the direction of branding it right at the very beginning, popping up with my Twitter address and popping up with my website address, putting all of that information on there to say, this is mine, please come find me if you see this. And it looks like the UPS man is coming my way too. And we had stuff, lots and lots of party type stuff, and then a box for me. All right. And there you go. The Blue Vivo XL. All of its little specs and everything, if you can read that. So I'll probably take this and make a very, very quick video about it here. Actually, I've got about an hour before I have to get Duncan off the bus, so I may go ahead and do that right now, if we can get a little bit of peace and quiet. Wow, that speaks volumes as to the power of advertising in the month of December, and how January is a terrible month for YouTubers, for content creators in general, probably. Just started looking through the analytics on my channel. I got 50,000 more views in the month of January than I did in the month of December, but it's looking like my estimated earnings from YouTube directly gonna be about 25 to 30% lower. Ouch. And the grand majority of that just has to do with what the advertisers are willing to pay because of the holiday season. Just sort of sucks all around. Don't get me wrong, still doing well, everything's still on track, on plan. Oh well. In other news, I started looking up on Amazon. I've got, like I said, all this old camera equipment, and my options for it are either to sell it on eBay, to sell it on Craigslist, which involves shady stuff and being here local, or, and I didn't realize I could do this, selling it on Amazon. Amazon has the option to either trade it in directly to them and get a gift card as soon as they make sure that everything's okay with it, or you can actually sell it directly on Amazon. Well, my Canon 6D, it's the Canon 6D plus the 24 to 105 millimeter L series glass. It's like an $1,800 kit, actually like $2,000 if you look at it now on Amazon. I paid less than that for it. I'm okay with that. But I purchased it brand new. I used it for less than a year, just making videos, not actually taking hundreds of thousands of pictures or anything, just videos. But if I want to trade it in on Amazon, they're offering $770 for it. Nope. But if I opted to sell it on Amazon, I could put the price, I want to sell this at price at $1,500. On eBay, it's looking like I'd get around that much as well, but I'd have to wait for the auction to end. On Amazon, I can actually ship it to them and just let them hold on to it until somebody buys it, if somebody buys it. I need to look more into it to see about the fees and everything, because it looks like they would take probably $150 to $200 out of that, which sucks, but it's still a whole lot better than $780 for it. I may have to consider that though. I'm doing a lot of reading up on Amazon to see how it all works, and I may actually talk to TK about it. I seem to remember he did something similar not too long ago. And I've heard it is time for some food. Ooh, we having the pizza subs. Super healthy stuff. And he's having the corn dogs. You know, you probably would like the pizza subs, but that's okay.
You do realize almost every time I'm on video, I'm chewing.
I know. That's why I do that. I do it on purpose. I'm gonna wait now until you start chewing something, then I'm gonna put the camera right in your face. She just got around to catching up on all the vlogs today or yesterday or something. So she's noticing all these things that she's been doing that I've been recording that, yeah. I heard that I am missing cuteness and adorableness. What am I missing? Oh, easy boy. Hi there. What are you doing? Just hanging out.
He was talking to me.
He is gonna spit up here in 2 seconds, and I'm gonna catch it on video, and it's gonna be great. That's his pre-spit up face. It's adorable, but it's also about to explode.
What are they doing?
You watching me? It's dark.
He was like,
You see a boy in there? What you doing?
Can I see?
Whoa. That's a good one. I like that.
I look concerned.
You look very, very concerned.
What are you concerned about, baby? What do babies have to be concerned about?
Is there a worldwide bottle shortage? Oh no, there is. Is there nothing we can do to solve it?
What does that look? Why do you look so concerned?
Wow, that's super cool, isn't it? Fascinated. It's like an LSD trip. Trying some tummy time again. He's getting better at this. He didn't seem to mind it. He's not screaming. Gonna lift up and look around. There's too much going on, and I'm tired. Look at that. Really grainy, but he's got his head up. I'm good. And it's a little while later. Actually, it's almost 8 o'clock at this point. But the vlog for today, up till right at this moment, has been edited. Doing really good. I actually cut out an awful lot, but that's okay. Spent entirely too much time fighting with all of these content ID takedowns. I hate to be the kind of person that does that, but as I was saying earlier, when they're putting my face up there and they're putting a bunch of spammy links in the description that are not my spammy links, I don't want to be associated with that. And I actually found a second channel that was doing the exact same thing. I haven't submitted anything on that yet, simply because there's so many videos that have been posted of mine in the last couple of weeks. I'm gonna have to take time and actually do it. Luckily, when you submit the content ID form, the copyright, the DMCA form, it's got a big section where you specify your information, then you put in the video details, you hit add another video, add another, add another. It'd be really nice if they had some way to automate that, where you could say, from this channel, give me a list of videos and checkboxes, and then have it match against my channel, because they have access to my channel. They ought to be able to pull it and say, oh yeah, these do match up. They're exactly the same length within 1 or 2 seconds because of processing. And they've got similar titles and thumbnails. Speaking of which, my most viewed video of all time on this channel, the Ubuntu phone video with Mark Shuttleworth from CES 2013. That's one of the videos that I've seen a lot of people re-upload just because it does have so many views. But the weird thing is I did a quick reverse search on Google for the thumbnail for that video, and I found that that image, my image, the one that came from my video, my thumbnail, is being used on a bunch of websites. If it were 2013 still, I might go out and start talking to those websites saying, by the way, you didn't provide image credit, because that was a direct still taken from my video being used on a site that is ad driven. It goes to show that you're really supposed to provide attribution for the things that you use. It's actually why anytime that I make a video wherein I talk about someone else's content, like if I'm making a news recap, I put links to the original content so you know where to go. Well, it is later. It's 10 o'clock now almost, and me and Ellis are just sitting here hanging out. He's just sitting here in my lap. I've been editing some video. I've been looking at things on Amazon, because that's what I do. I think Christina's actually getting ready to head to bed. Having some weird issues out of my desktop, just throwing that out there. When I've been using Premiere Elements, it has been eating lots and lots of RAM. And I know a part of that is just that I'm doing multi-camera on my own, and it's getting kind of confused by that. It shouldn't be, but it is, because I'm doing it at a larger scale. You know, 14, 15, 20-minute videos, where I've got 2 camera angles and I've got them all synced up by hand. Lots of clips, the intro, the outro, everything else. It shouldn't be causing a problem, but it might be. It might just be the physical size of the actual, well, not the physical, but the data size of the videos that I'm using. Not that I'm doing 4K. I would shudder to see how this would work in 4K. Maybe I just need to reboot. I don't know. It's weird. Is it weird, Ellis? Totally, totally weird. Yep. And it's already 11:30.
I've got littlest man here with me, having a bottle before he goes back to bed.
And I did get a little bit of time to be productive tonight, so I've got the Allegiant VR headset review scheduled to go live at 8 o'clock in the morning. I've got the unboxing of the Blue Vivo XL scheduled to go live at 3 p.m. tomorrow. And I've started looking more closely into the OnePlus X review. Haven't started filming anything, just putting together thoughts and ideas on it. Because ideally I would like to go ahead and do that one either sometime on Thursday or Friday. Depends on when I end up doing the Twill News weekly recap. Because if I do the recap on Thursday, then I'm going to do the OnePlus X on Friday, and vice versa. Time's getting short though. The week is always very, very short now. And I haven't done a 3D printing video this week. May just skip this week. The only thing I've 3D printed recently is the mount for the GoPro Hero 4 Session. Haven't printed anything else. So you know what? With this going on, finishing up stuff on the videos and finishing up the vlog, that's going to be the end of my evening. I'm done. I'm exhausted. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and spending the day with me and my family. Hopefully we will see you again tomorrow. Bye guys.